my best friend's house, KRIS, and she has an entire setup here in her garage. And so today we did a partner WOD, and it was 30 minutes, Amrap, 50 double, so each person alternates. So I started off with 50 double unders. And as soon as I'm done, she jumps into the 40 wall balls. And then when she's doing the 40 wall balls, I'm resting. So as long as it takes her to do the 40 wall balls, I get to rest. And then I jumped into the 30 kettlebell swings, and she's resting. And then she jumped into the 20 burpees while I'm resting. And then I jumped into the 10 pull-ups. And then once we're done with that, you start from the beginning, and she started with the 50 double unders. So you're alternating movements, and in between each movement, it depends on how long. In the beginning, it was a faster rest. It wasn't, you probably rested maybe for like anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. But then towards the end, you got a little bit longer of a rest, but yet you were more tired. So, so yeah, it was a really good workout because it's fun to do it with partners, and you get a little bit of rest in there, but it was a longer workout for 30 minutes. So for those of you who either don't do CrossFit or are new to CrossFit, there is a lot of terminology in CrossFit, and I kind of seem to always forget. It's like a second language to me. So an AMRAP is as many rounds as possible. So they'll give you a time slot, and you just keep going, and you just don't stop until the time runs out. So this one was 30 minutes, and that's a longer Metcon or a longer WOD. And a WOD is a workout of the day. So every day you're giving some sort of workout, and it's called a workout of the day. And a Metcon, to me, in my terminology, a Metcon's just another. It's like a cardio WOD. So you can have WODs that are mostly like, it's like a slower WOD of like Olympic lifting with some other things, but a Metcon to me is more of like a conditioning WOD. Like it's a longer kind of cardio conditioning Metcon. Double unders are with a speed rope, and I like the wire rope. Some people like the ropes that are coated with like plastic, but I like the wire rope because for me it's just faster, and you go under your feet twice. And when you get tired, it gets really hard because it's all about technique and kind of keeping a pace and breathing. So you spin the rope faster, but you're kind of jumping slower. And double unders actually took me a long time to learn, and I'm still, like you saw in the video, I whacked myself a couple good times, and they leave some nasty marks. Wall balls, you have a target up there that you guys saw earlier, and you're hitting that target with wall balls, and wall balls kill me. Like, some people are really good at them, but for me, it just, I don't know, they kill me. Kettlebell swings, you have a kettlebell, and I can't remember what the weight was on this one. I think it was a 16 kilo, which is what, is that like 34 pounds? Do my math, something like that. And you're coming in between your legs, and kettlebells for me are not easy, but they're one of my strengths. It's all in like your hips. So in my opinion, CrossFit's all about your grip and your hips. Everything is in your hips. Burpees for me are easy because I'm short and I don't have a whole lot of distance to go down to the ground, but for taller people, it sucks for you guys. And pull-ups. Pull-ups are another one of my weaknesses. Kipping's fine. Kipping's completely fine, but I'm forcing myself to butterfly. And because I do bodybuilding a lot, I tend to do pull-ups strength. I just am so used to like strict pull-ups and weighted pull-ups, and so when you add technique in there, especially butterflying and keeping that consistent pace, it's really difficult for me. So I'll work my way through, I'll suffer through them, but I don't have as great of technique as some other people do. Some other people can just butterfly for days, but again, that's kind of that practice and being consistent with things. So that was a WOD, and it was a really good one, and I like doing it with partners, because sometimes you think a partner WOD's gonna be easier because you'll get a break, but then sometimes they're actually harder and longer and a lot of conditioning. So that one was fun.
Hey guys, KRIS GETHIN. I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you want more videos like this, you can find them on the KRIS GETHIN and Cage Muscle YouTube channels. And if you want the Cage Muscle products, you can find them on KageMuscle.com.